Hi, welcome to the Blueshirts Corner. So the Rangers are going to be taking on the Florida Panthers tonight, and I'll be honest, like the fact that Dylan McIlrath and Kevin Hayes are still healthy scratches, I'm scratching my head. I mean, what is Alain Vigneault doing? I mean, clearly Girardi, he's got swelling in his knee. He's still injured. Why isn't Dylan McIlrath playing? Why is Kevin Hayes getting scratched for a second straight game? I mean, this is just becoming. I mean, I understand that like Kevin Hayes scratching for a game made sense. Okay, fine, we won, didn't hurt the team. But now this is gonna hurt the team. I mean, you can't scratch Kevin Hayes. I mean, this is such a John Tortorella move right here. I mean, this is equivalent to John Tortorella and the way he mishandled Chris Kreider's development. I mean, Alain Vigneault, he's clearly playing favorites. I mean, Tanner Glass, yes, he brought some physicality to this team versus Tampa, but I mean, the fact that he's playing over Kevin Hayes, that's an insult. I mean, maybe Emerson Edom should be the healthy scratch. I mean, if it's going to cost Kevin Hayes a roster spot, I'm telling you, like, then this guy needs to sit in the press box. I understand we traded Carl Hagelin for Emerson Edom, but Kevin Hayes needs to be in this lineup. This is such an insult, the fact that he's getting scratched for a second straight game. It's like Dylan McIlrath has played so much better than Dan Girardi or Mark Stahl of late. Let's just have him as a healthy scratch. I mean, it's just... I don't know when enough's enough. I mean, Alain Vigneault now, he's making moves that I'm starting to question him. I mean, his coaching, I understand he's been good over the last few years, but I mean, now he's starting to really he's making decisions that has me scratching my head. I mean, I feel like when is Jeff Gorton gonna step in and say, look, you're mishandling our prospects or our young players here. Kevin Hayes needs to play. The guy's got size. He could score goals. I mean, it's like his brother had a hat trick. Why isn't this guy, playing right now? He's clearly a better goal scorer than Jimmy Hayes is. And if Jimmy Hayes could score a hat trick, I think Kevin Hayes could find. I think sitting out a game, it was enough for him to find his game. I mean, clearly, we're playing the Florida Panthers. I mean, this is a team that's number one in the Atlantic Division. I mean, they're led by their top line. You got Jonathan Huberdeau, Alexander Barkov, and Yami Yager, who are putting in work right now. Roberto Luongo is the goaltender. Don't be surprised. I mean, this guy knows Alain Vigneault very well from his years in Vancouver. So he knows the set plays. We need to switch it up right now. I mean, so I'm just really hoping we put away the Florida Panthers. I mean, we're good at, like, we have their number. I mean, they've been good. I mean, they won like 7 straight games right now. But I really feel like maybe if we can continue what we did versus Tampa, who is now their worst team than this Florida Panthers team right now. So this is a big test for us tonight. And the fact that we don't have 2 guys, that would be a big improvement to this lineup right now. Especially if Dan Girardi's got a swollen knee. And come on, why isn't Dylan McIlrath playing? I mean, this is driving me nuts. The fact that Alain Vigneault is just mistreating some of these players, playing favorites to be exact. The fact that Dan Girardi could be on the top line, the top pairing with Ryan McDonough still after his play regressed is just atrocious. I mean, it's clearly Kevin Klein needs to be bumped up to play with McDonough. We need to have Dylan McIlrath playing with Keith Yandel, have Stahl play with Dan Boyle, or if you're going to have Dan Girardi in this line, to be really honest, my idea is to have a guy like Matt Bodie get called up, sit Girardi, sit Mark Stahl, and let's see what they do. I feel like Dylan McIlrath and Matt Bodie, the way that they play together, they have chemistry. What they have done last season for the Hartford Wolfpack, I would rather that be our third pairing over Dan Girardi and Mark Stahl, hurting the offense right now. remaining in the lineup. I mean, let's break down this lineup. Like the first line, we got JT Miller with Derek Brassard and Matt Zuccarello. That first line, oh, beautiful. I love it. JT Miller has earned that spot. Having Rick Nash on the second line with Derek Stepan and Jasper Fast. I mean, clearly that second line, we're really missing a top six forward to fill in on that right side for where Martin St. Louis plays like a season and retires. I mean, we really need to fill this void. And I really felt like trading Hagelin for Emerson Edom was going to be it. But Emerson Edom, I don't think he's good enough to fill that role. Nothing against Jasper Fast, but Jasper Fast clearly is a third-line guy. You know, the fact that Chris Kreider is on the third line with Oscar Lindbergh and Emerson Edom. I mean, I really feel like our second line, to fill that void that Martin St. Louis, after retiring, you better bring Rick Nash over to right wing on that second line and have Chris Kreider with Derek Stepan for the second line. Nash, Stepan, Kreider. I mean, the fact that Chris Kreider remains on the third line with Oscar Lindbergh and Emerson Edom is just, it's mind-boggling. For some reason, they got this guy on the third line. They got Kevin Hayes in the press box, Dylan McIlrath in the press box. But yeah, Tanner Glass remains. The fact that Dan Girardi remains, it's horrendous. You know, the fourth line is Tanner Glass with Dominic Moore, Victor Stahlberg. You know, I understand Tanner Glass's physicality. Okay, he's changed it up. He's not the same player that you saw last season, scoring one goal and doing absolutely nothing else. He's starting to bring a lot more to the table. You want to keep him in the lineup, fine, but not over Kevin Hayes. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I'm so disgusted in a sense that you could scratch the guy for a second straight game. I really feel like bump him to the fourth line if you want to punish him. I mean, Lane Vigneault, I'm telling you, we don't win versus the Florida Panthers tonight. They better start making these moves. Like Kevin Hayes better be in that lineup versus the Dallas Stars. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, the challenge is only getting worse and worse. It's getting bigger, the challenge. We're playing Florida Panthers, and then we got to play the Dallas Stars on the 5th. Then we got to play the Washington Capitals. We need guys that can score goals in his lineup. So enough's enough. You know, the defense, the top pairing is Ryan McDonough, Dan Girardi. Got Keith Yandel and Kevin Klein for a second pairing. Mark Stahl with Dan Boyle for a third pairing. You know, Henrik Lundqvist is going to be in net. I really hope that we don't put Henrik Lundqvist out to dry. I mean, Henrik Lundqvist has been solid. He's been our rock. And the fact that the defense has been hurting the offense and hurting our goaltending is making these talks. I mean, these decisions, like somebody's going to get traded if they keep this up. And I really hope that they don't trade Keith Yandel, because Keith Yandel's the guy I'm hearing about being the guy on the trading block. I mean, I understand his contract is up, but try to move Girardi and Mark Stahl, and then we'll have the cap space to re-sign Keith Yandel, to re-sign Chris Kreider, JT Miller, Kevin Hayes. I'm telling you, this is bad news. The fact that they guys that they want to trade, or that I'm hearing their names brought up, is just awful. It's so horrendous. The fact that the guys that you're like, they gotta go, are the guys that will remain, that will weigh this team down in cap, that will just, I'm telling you, they're killing us right now. Dan Girardi's playing hurt, and Vigneault will still play the guy. It's just awful. Enough's enough. I'm going to keep everybody posted. I hope we win this game. I got my lucky JT Miller jersey. I got the A on there. I haven't shaved. I got my lucky hat. I'm just really hoping we come away with a win right now. So just remember, let's go Rangers.